Hello guys, welcome back to the Team Him channel. I'm here again with Jesse. He's going to go over his premium deck profile of Hanzo Nubatama that he made top 8 with day 1 of Houston BSF. How are you doing today, Jesse?
Doing alright.
Doing alright?
Yeah.
You ready to show us your deck?
Yeah, I haven't showed Hanzo off, I think, before on the channel, so you can see what we play.
Bet.
Yeah.
Well, camera's yours.
So, basic V starter, draw 1, get a quick shield.
Nice.
Play 4 Unin. He has a ring right upon, sub that's 1, reveal a grade 3 normal unit, search a grade 3, and you put a card, you shuffle and put a card back to the bottom of your deck. And then rearguard circle, after he boosts the unit, that he can put the boosted unit to soul to bounce 2 cards in the field. So
okay.
He helps with Hanzo, pushing him into soul.
Nice.
The other grade 1 is Gilkusen. He is a token generator. When he's bounced, you soul blast 1, create 2 tokens. And his other skill is from drop. When you ride a grade 3 specifically, you can CB one to add him back from drop, or to bind him and add a grade 3 from soul.
So he's generic.
So yeah, he's fairly generic. Yeah, if you have ways to stuff things into soul, and then when you ride a 3, you basically have a grade 3 searcher. So that's what 4 does. She puts a stealth fiend, no more stealth fiend, from top 7 of deck to soul. So you usually try to get your dark Hanzos in there.
And it's only 3 of them?
Yeah, I only played 3 because of shield and space wise for other cards and stuff.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I still got 3 more runs in the deck. So 2 of Kageshirashi. He retires himself, creates 2 tokens. Then you put a card from hand to soul and search for either Hanzo that you have in your deck. So you can put in a Hanzo, search a Hanzo, and you get your tokens.
Okay.
And then the ones like them. So this PG.
Free PG is free.
Yep, free PG. Says don't go to Guardian Circle, I can guard. Now we're going for the 2s. So luckily we did get the Nubatama promo this month. So I'm playing 2 of it. It's really good to make your opponent discard, but mainly it's the discard skill to like a top 5, add a grade 2 or less. So you add your Forktails and your Unins.
Okay.
And your ride. Because I do play a set of Sojo Doji. So this is what you preferably want to run to ride.
So from Overdress. Okay.
From Overdress, yeah. So it's look at top 5, choose 2 normal units with stealth. If you reveal 2, you put 1 to soul and you call the remaining. So if you only reveal 1, you have to put that 1 card to soul. So yeah. So you can call like Dark Hanzo and put 1 in soul, and if you have Unin, you can like shove that 1 into soul, and you have like 2 or 3 starting your grade 3 turn. So yeah, really aggro. It doesn't cost CB. That's what I like about the deck. I'm playing lesser CB units. Don't play any immediate counter charges. So and he's 10k base. So there's a couple games I had where my opponent was swinging at with 9 or 8, and it just it whiffed.
Nice.
So they did damage.
We take those force numbers.
Yep. And lastly is to Yamashibuki. So he's also a token generator. So Vanguard Rearguard, CB1, bounce 1, call 2 tokens. If he's on rear, he gets flat gate for every grade 0. So he can get pretty big. And that's it for the 2s. It's 8 grade 2s. Yeah, but basically I'll work on Van except for this one.
So 10 2s total, huh?
Yep, that's it. 10 2s. And the rest are 3s. Alright, so we have regular Koski Hanzo, the light one.
Okay.
He has the axe skill of retire 2 grade 0s, bounce your board, and he gets 32. And I believe he can bounce your opponent's stuff too. And if they were at grade 3, they discard that many that they bounced.
That's mean, by the way, guys. When he pulls it off,
It will almost never happen, but it does. It can come up. And 3 dark, Tasagari. That's the one that you always want in soul. Or if you have it in hand, you can rewrite during your opponent's start of their turn before they draw. And then he comes out from soul for 32. So big beater. Meaning it's what you want in soul. It's the point of the deck because he can attack from the back row.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
And then the last 3s is 2 Mizukage. So
of course.
Your guard restrict, your win con. Doesn't always perform, but it gets you there.
Bushroad hit it.
You don't need to bother hitting it. You don't do nothing.
Go short, hit it.
That's it for normal units. Triggers, we have the 1 OT.
Now, quick question. If the new OT came out, the red gray
red
elemental, would you play that over this one? Or would this one still be the preferred for your deck?
I honestly want to play the new one because I'll always have a standing unit on attack if I have a Tuskegarian Soul. So I'll have a standing rear guard to put it on. This though, it is the good card generator because if you hit this with like Dracomeso, you generate a hand like crazy.
Okay, I was just curious.
But yeah, I'm thinking of definitely trying out the new one, the new red Cray elemental.
Oh yeah, same.
And then 4 strike crits.
Self-explanatory.
And 1 counter charge crit.
Ooh, just the one, huh?
Just the one. I only had space for 1 more crit because I play a lot of draws. Not a huge fan of the GP1 with a slow crit. I'd rather keep it for shield. So at least this one gives me a counter charger. And then have space for Saga Fubuki personally because I'm not playing Gale, so I'm not needing to filter like that. I want to go straight from deck to soul. So you have games where you use Forktail 6-8 times and it's just you just generate soul for no reason.
Ain't that the truth?
And then we have 6 draws, 3 draw PG to finish the Sentinel, and 3 of the Overdrive draw. So 10k shields. These come in clutch with the Hanzo and the Stride Dracomeso, so they can be retired as combo pieces to extend and bring out Tatsugare.
Right, because they don't care about tokens. They care about
grade zeros. Yeah,
okay.
The tokens are just the best way to.
That's pretty smart.
Create them, and then 3 Hill Guardians. Help with early aggression. You can search it out with Unen. That's about it. G-Guards.
Alright. And now we go on to the Chizo.
So, don't forget you got your token, you 5 tokens. You are protect deck with shield.
You never went protect 2, did you?
No, I never go protect 2 generally. Unless I know a deck has a guard restrict, like a sentinel restrict, I don't go into it.
Okay.
And it's rare. Didn't face anything like Angel Feather or OTT. So we play the progenitor. Allows for free stride. With the grade 1, you always can see like rewrite a Katsuki to add the one that was in soul that you rolled over to go into this. So it's basically guaranteed if you don't play. I'd always play it. The new stride comes up when we want to dig for pieces. Mizukage like mind game where like, do I have it? Do I not have it? Do you want to deal with me having 30k and drawing 3 cards, or do you want to just stop yourself from calling certain cards to Guardian Circle? So that's the game plan with him.
Makes sense.
And he's like the second thing to go into besides this opening stride if you don't have the zeros to retire, because this is it. This is all you can go into until you hit GB. So yeah, he's a multi-tech enabler. He procs with the grade 1 as well, so you can bounce it, create 2 tokens, call it 2 Cigares, so you always have just about 7 attacks. Yeah, rear, Vanguard, 2 tokens on back row, and 2 front row again. If you hit enough to hit over defensives or they don't hit anything. And the rest of them is GB enabled, so we have the Sukamoriat. Makes their hand 4 for 2 CB. Pretty good as long as you have them at 4 or 5 damage. And you have enough Tasugaris and Soul. And then 2 Mokuro. I know some people aren't a fan of this, but it's really good against Link Joker and anything that has a really good Vanguard skill. So you can make a free board, unlock yourself against Messiah, or if you just have like a really grindy match and you don't really have rear guards, but they created a board, you can kill their board, draw a card, get their drive checks, and still have a Vanguard swing. So that came up.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, because I played against a Chaos Breaker. I had a locked board, so swung at his field, got 2 triggers, swung with him, hit over trigger, and I was like, yay. But we had a rematch and I lost.
Dang.
Yeah, we'll get to more of that later. Cherne, your other win condition.
Self-explanatory.
Mizukage's best friend.
Hate that card. Go for choice restrict.
Allows your opponent to just stay starved at 4 with the crit.
Yep, can confirm.
Where's Surgery Guard? So we have him. I don't know his name, but it's like if you have 3 or less, he gets 5. They have 6 or more, they get another 5 or 10. So it becomes 30k shield. I played him just because he didn't cost Counterblast or GB. Yeah. And then the other ones, they cost Counterblast. So we have the new G Guard that says they gain 5k per card in hand. If they have 4 or less, you draw a card for a CP. So he can get really big, or he can stay like somewhat decent. I mean, he's like 35 with the draw. It's pretty good. And then 2 of the dominate. So sadly, he only takes grade 1s though, but
Thank
Counterblast
goodness.
lasts.
Leave my flow goes along.
But yeah.
All right.
That's
So-
it for the G Zone. Let's see, rounds. Let's see, round was against you, Vanquisher. Was not my day. The only character I saw was Mitsukage. And
Facts.
Ran to Progenitor, past turn, it was not a good day. Round 2, we had a no-show. Yeah, I believe it was like 19 or 20 teams. There's like 3 that dropped by round 2.
Dang.
Yeah, or they just didn't show up, you know.
They showed up, got the promo,
And left.
clear ices, and left.
Yeah. So yeah, round 2 was a no-show. Round 3 was Golds. They played Ezel. They went first. No, I went first. And they decided to still jump on me. They jumped, they strided,
Dang.
swung at me, but we were both at pretty low damage. We were guarding a lot. And I think I was only at like 2 to his 2 as well. And then since he got the stride, I got the stride. And I didn't have a Hanzo setup, but I had the Yami Shibuki and a Forktail. And I just caught that, hit with the rear guard, make the token, swung with Vanguard, hit OT, so I got to do it again. So he swung with like a, he had to deal with a 2 crit Jakumetsu and then a 3 crit Jakumetsu.
Broke.
Yeah, he survived. He had all 4 PGs.
Oh,
he survived
wow.
that turn, yeah. But after that, he couldn't really make. He made another Spirit Cross, caught a freeboard, swung. And next turn, I overpowered him. Had a big book in my hand. That was 2. Round 3.
No, that was 3.
Oh yeah, that was 3. That's right. No show. I forget every time because I had that no show. Okay, that was 3. Round 4 was me and Kevin. I played them last Spring Fest. I played. They had gotten second last year. I played against the Bermuda players this time. It was Reindeer. He had a G-Assist for a 1. He got a Pro Sister, but when he riveted his hand, it was 2 Reindeers, a 2, and I think it was Sanctum. But sadly, even with that G-Assist, he still had just enough to guard when we rode up. I rode up because I saw 2 Reindeers. I wasn't gonna try to play that game. And I didn't get a doji that game, so I was like, I'm not even gonna try to attempt it. So,
Dang.
yeah, he was like, he had just enough because he ended his turn. No, he ended my turn guarding with 1 card in hand, 2 for turn, and then rewrote the Ranger and I died.
Dang.
Yeah, that was 4. So that was the second loss. And then round 5 was the Chaos Breaker. That was a very close game. I didn't think I was going to win that when I went into more growth for like, I think it was the 2nd time already. I swung on his board, hit a crit and maybe a heal. And then when I swung with it, I hit over trigger. And he couldn't guard the over trigger.
That was against Gabriel, right?
Yeah, it was against Gabriel, yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, he locked me to 3 and then to 5. And yeah, so I got him with the overtrigger that game. We made it to top 8. We had a rematch again with them immediately.
Dang, the odds of that.
Yeah, and this time he played it more slow, stayed lower, let me commit more to board, and I was the wrong play. I should have just called less, but I don't think it would have helped because we were both playing a grind game. He just had better like stun than I did.
I see.
So yeah, locked to 3, locked to 5, and my deck was already down to like 4 or 5 cards, so I decked out.
Dang.
Yeah, that was the end of Springfest for Premium.
And how did you feel about that experience? Did you have fun? Did you enjoy it?
Great. So this is my first time taking like a non-Bermuda or Narukami to 20. That's usually what I always play.
So this was your first time taking like Nubatama?
Yeah, taking anything that wasn't my usual. It performed, but maybe not as well as I thought it was. Practice seemed way better than in tournament. The games were fun.
Okay, and for future events, would you plan on taking something that's not Narukami Bermuda, or are you just going to stick to Old Faithful?
We'll see. I know, like right now, I think this was the last time you could probably play Hanzo before like History Collection comes out. So I wanted to get it in at least the one time.
The final hurrah type of thing.
Because if I was the top of Hanzo, I think this is probably the last time. If you play Cherne, you might be playing. If you play Premium, you might be playing Cherne after History Collection. So we'll see. I gotta dabble in that. I haven't dabbled into it yet, but
it's all right. We'll be doing that later.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Jessie, for taking time out of your day to do this recording. Really do appreciate it, guys. Like I've said before, please like, subscribe if you like this type of content. Let us know if you do. Again, if you have any questions for Jessie, put them in the comments down below. He does read them.
Yep.
And don't be afraid to put comments. Even if it's constructive criticism, you have a suggestion, hey, we're all here to learn from each other and we're all open to it. Especially this guy.
Yeah. Teach me Nubatama.
Teach me the ways.
Yeah, I'm only year 2 in.
All right. Well, thank you again, Jessie, and y'all take care.